in the suit of a samurai. Camera time so you shoot like the hammer fly. Sold out by a snake, he's no pal of mine. I'm seeing wars but no freedom for Palestine. Nah, I'm seeing people jump on others' hype. I've been around for a while like my mama's life. Certain people quit the music and then took a wife. They knew they never would have cut it like a butter knife. I'm Jean-Claude with the long sword. Bonjour when I'm on tour, I'm on shore. You be knocking for a while at the wrong door. Seraphim spread my wings like a Concorde. I'm on that Lenny Kravitz shit, wanna fly away. Spend my teens getting high like the Empire State. Too hot, no sheets and I lie awake. Sauvignon on the rug by the fireplace. Drop the glass as I take in another draw. Control on my thoughts from the motherboard. Cyborg with a free mind full of data. Catch me at your grand's house and it's see you later. I'm on the verge of an episode. The grey matter's trying to murder my inner lobe. Take over and control everything I say. Till I got green eggs and ham on my dinner plate.
Till I got green eggs and ham on my dinner plate. Till I got green eggs and ham on my dinner plate.
Alright folks, welcome back to the Besides and On podcast. This is episode 8, son. 8 weeks in a row, man. How you feeling?
Yes, son. Brap. Brapple.
Nothing like a wee white boy trying to pretend he's hip hop. It's unbelievable. So that was Spee 69 with a track called Green Eggs and Ham. He's got a video out for that right now. I think he's also listening in.
Swaggering through Cooper, man.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Did he notice they shared that a wee while ago as well?
What?
He shared the state. He's listening, I think, right now.
Is he? Oh, nice.
Then he's chef work.
Is he a chef?
Aye.
Presumably he's a better chef than you were.
Aye, definitely. Well, he's actually working as a chef, so...
So were you for like a day?
It was 2 months. I'm going to give it up because it was...
Does Spee know to make fucking egg?
Actually, he does a wee thing... I don't know if he does it on Facebook, but he done a wee thing on Snapchat for a wee while. Because he must be fucking busy at his work or something. He would make...
Chefs aren't they busy?
He would do things that would like put an egg in a wee cup, and add like ginger hair, and he could like egg shearing, like do wee celebrity fucking food stuff, man. It's fantastic. The egg shearing thing.
I hate Spee now.
I fucking love it. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Egg shearing, fucking brilliant.
That's quite funny though.
That is good. He done quite a few, but I can't remember the other ones. But there was the one that comes to mind every time is the egg shearing thing. Yeah, fantastic. So he fucking supplied me with laughter that day. It was fantastic. It's brilliant. So
wow.
You want to talk about what we done earlier?
What did we do earlier?
Food stuff.
Oh, aye. Should we? Aye, fuck it. Who cares? You get an in-depth look at our life before it goes on the internet.
Well, that's
so basically we got the vindaloo noodles that we had before.
Aye.
Because they weren't spicy enough, we added chilies to them.
Aye.
Chili flakes and then chili powder, because you can't get enough chili in your life.
It was actually funny watching you kind of struggling your way through it for a good wee while.
But you know,
I was fucking hot. I will admit that. My throat was on fire. But I wasn't like, like proper...
I teared up.
Like what I do when I've got heartburn.
Did you... I turned round specifically, like you see my tearing.
I was concentrating
I reckon if you look...
news, man. Nah. I was so concentrated.
I was hiccuping and shit.
Yeah?
I started hiccuping.
Aye, I remember that. But that's like when you get like a proper mad fucking hot chili, you start going...
That made me start hiccuping.
So funny watching you struggling.
But then after I'd had like 2 forkfuls, I was fine. And then I finished
seemed like
the rest
a lot longer. You were complaining.
But aye, but that was for the first couple of forkfuls. It didn't seem to get any worse than that.
Oh.
It was like all the chili powder and all the chili flakes were in the one fucking first forkful. And it just fucked me up. I was greeting, I was hiccuping, I couldn't breathe. It was awful.
As I'm saying, we'll get the video up quite soon because that's one of the things that we found that we're actually going to put up.
Aye.
I done another thing. I had like a jar of pickled cockles.
It even sound...
That sounds terrible. I went to look at a description online and they described it as like a... I can't even remember, but it was some fucking disgusting sounding animal.
What was it you said Mr. Bean ate?
Well, it was supposed to be like... No. It was supposed to be a sardine on the
No.
Mr. Bean sketch.
I'm talking about the film.
On the film?
It was oysters.
It was just oysters, aye.
We should get oysters.
I've never tried them before.
Neither have I.
They do say though that oysters are an aphrodisiac, so I might get a hard one.
Right.
Is that something?
Are you turned on by aphrodisiacs?
Well, seemingly. That's what's supposed to happen.
Was that one aphrodisiac? I take one
An
aphrodisiac.
aphrodisiac is supposed to be well, I certainly wasn't turned on when I was eating fucking asparagus. I was really, really turned off.
Is that meant to be an aphrodisiac as well?
That's supposed to be, but it's fucking awful.
Apparently I'm stupid as fuck and they came up with the word aphrodisiac is.
You never heard that before?
I have heard of that, but I thought it was like taking acid. I thought it was like an acid trip.
Oh, what a smart guy you are. And you'll find out just how smarter he does get it at points in a wee while.
I get a wee bit smarter, but there's
I'll try and think of the word for
spaces of my knowledge, quite clearly.
I'll try to think of the word for like when you do take acid and stuff, like hallucinogenic and stuff.
Hallucinogenic, I can't about that.
So you
word.
you've mixed that word up.
No, but I knew about I thought it was just like another word for it.
All right.
Like something you'd find in a thesaurus.
That'd be funny, like if somebody just came out with that, I'd be like, oh fucking hell. I'm an aphrodisiac.
So aphrodisiac means boner inducing.
No, like it's a. I'm not entirely sure. It's supposed to be something you eat, and it's supposed to like turn you on a wee bit and kind of get a couple in the mood and stuff like that.
Sounds like pish.
It seems it's absolutely a lot of keech.
Right.
Absolute fucking rubbish.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Well, there you go. Fantastic, man.
As a news podcast, right enough.
Well, there you go. So that was again Spee 69 green eggs and ham. Went on to food there for some reason. Spee 69 green eggs and ham. The video is out now, and I'm assuming he's going to be releasing it on iTunes at some point. So aye, good luck with that, man. Good luck. Good track.
So green eggs and ham is a children's book in America, isn't it?
Is it?
I presume it's a children's book.
I don't know much
everywhere.
about it. I don't. Are you going to explain something?
But the Americans just eat eggs and ham for their breakfast. Is that a thing?
No, they can. I thought it was pretty weird when he was talking about green eggs and ham.
Oh,
It's like green eggs. What?
shall I eat them, Sam?
Came
I am,
what
or
came into my
something?
mind.
I don't know what the book is, but
Came into my mind at the end of the freezer. He used to sing that song.
no.
That fucking toss salad and scrambled eggs.
Alright, alright.
That came into my head when I fucking seen the title to that song.
You never heard the green eggs and ham?
Nah, not at all. There you go. I'm an idiot now. So,
Jesus.
no, explain it then. Explain it.
Oh, it's just a children's book.
What's that book?
It rhymes.
They just rhymes green eggs and ham every time.
Aye.
Fantastic. You could see you've done your research. Fantastic, mate.
I was never read it as a child. So, probably why they come what aphrodisiac means. I'm just dumb as fuck now.
Well, that's it. Absolute idiot.
Been led into a fucking disastrous life of pish.
Well, that's right. So I had the jar.
Go with the good rubbish pish. Just in my head all the
Exactly,
time.
man. Available now.
T-shirts coming soon.
You'll find it on the website as well. And on Facebook.
That's actually
fantastic.
That's actually a T-shirt.
Aye, it's mental. Looks good. Yeah. I'll put a link to it
Never.
from now on the podcast.
Right.
It'll be fantastic.
Oh, you've not been doing that?
I've not been doing that. I
Right.
will do that soon.
How many sales you had? None.
You
You won. You.
I bought a t-shirt.
And we bought a cup.
But that wasn't for that time. That was
I know.
that time before.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a Vista print.
Aye.
Weird thing.
Pish.
Fantastic. So we got total bumped out money for that time.
Aye, we did, aye. Aye.
Fantastic. So, right, you've got a few news stories, man. You want to go through?
Oh, I've got fucking news stories for days, Lord.
Right.
What do you want to go with first? Do you want to go with Michael Jackson or Donald Trump?
Both. No, I'm just kidding.
Right,
Just
Caddy.
whatever one. Go for it.
So Donald Trump almost got assassinated.
I did hear about this.
I mean, he didn't. but it is considered an assassination attempt because somebody had the intention of killing his face.
So
it was.
What's happened? Did like somebody throw a punch at him or something like that?
Nah, on Saturday there was a guy for the UK, for Hampshire, I think is what I read.
Right.
He'd overstayed his visa, so he was technically an illegal immigrant
Oh.
in the US. Oh, no wonder he wants to kill fucking Trump. Anyway, he drove to meet Donald Trump and was sure that he wanted to meet Donald Trump. And I think as he got the chance, he tried to grab a police officer's gun to shoot Donald Trump, and then he just got arrested. And
What the
nothing
fuck?
happened.
That's mental.
Aye.
So he turned up to actually meet him, and then he decided, nah. I'm just
No. It was quite clearly. He said he'd been planning it for like a year,
Right.
which is a shit thing to plan for a year, and that's the best you can come up with is
Jesus Christ.
attack a policeman while I'm standing next to Donald Trump. You fucking balloon.
I think you should be put to jail only
For being so fucking stupid.
for being rubbish at killing Donald Trump.
Aye.
Not even for the effect of actually nearly doing it. Just because he
Because
missed.
of how badly.
Because he never done it properly.
Oh, well, I actually think that Donald Trump shouldn't be killed for being a fucking massive idiot.
I disagree.
But his dad, no Donald Trump's dad, the Heir guy's dad, said it was totally out of character and it didn't make any sense for him to do that.
Everybody says that.
And he said it must have been set up quite clearly, and because he's got Asperger's, quite clearly somebody's got in his head and told him to do something,
Right.
and obviously told the autistic guy to say that he's been planning it for a year. Because
It's just another one of the cases of a fucking dad sticking for a bit of an arsehole.
Aye.
That's it. You see it in the newspaper all the time, we arseholes that die, and they're all like, oh, they were angels. And shit
you're
like
kidding them personally, and you're like, no, he wasn't. He was a
no, he
prick.
wasn't an arsehole. He wasn't an angel at all.
No,
he was an actual cunt.
Aye.
She wrote that in the fucking paper.
Actual cunt.
Just the fucking like the top. Actual cunt
Not even a
dead,
name.
finally.
Not even a name.
Actual cunt dead.
No,
Good.
then I give them a real name. Fuck that.
That's it. It's pretty irritating, man. So, Donald Trump, a failed assassination attempt, which I feel is quite horrible.
But what's funny though is that Donald Trump also he's not had a great week. This week he also
He never has a great week.
he's been fucking. This is another thing that annoys me actually. I'm going to go into a totally separate rant.
Right.
Is people that claim that Donald Trump is a pawn for the Republicans in order to get Hillary in office. This is specifically Robert that's posted this.
Is it?
Aye, but I'm going to pretend it's everybody so that it's not aimed at specifically at him, even though I've just told him it is.
Oh.
But it's like he's no seeming to be looking at how much Donald Trump has won.
Aye.
He is winning votes.
People
He's a legitimate
People
threat.
forget about that as well. Like, same with like Cameron, people are like, who voted for the Tories? And you look at the fucking Facebook page and there's loads of people that do.
He's
same for Trump.
legitimately winning votes, and in every single poll, he's destroying Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even logical anymore to say, "Oh, he's just been set up to give Hillary more realistic chance of winning."
So there is a real high chance that Donald Trump
There's a fucking massive chance that he's going to actually be the president of the United
Jesus,
States.
that's scary as fuck. That's so scary, man. And then there's a obvious subsection of people that think as well that because he's openly just like dishes the media and he plays the media game a lot of the time, that he should be voted for and that he's doing a great thing.
Because he's gone anti-establishment.
Uh,
But he is the establishment.
He's basically the people that would have paid
Hillary Clinton to
paid
do what
Hillary
she wants.
Clinton
Aye.
to do what she wanted to do. He is that person.
He's that person. He's just no needing. I do understand this argument for people.
No.
Like,
He's playing the media game perfectly as well. But
aye.
the politicians are kind of feared sometimes because they want to look great all the time.
Aye.
So Donald kind of just goes out there and says whatever the fuck he wants a lot of the time. And a lot of it's dumb as fuck a lot of the time.
Aye.
And just like playing lies quite a lot of the
But
time.
he's starting to
Starting to
lose
No.
some respect, even
Obviously.
for like Fox News and stuff,
Mm.
because in America politics is a bit different for a year, because they've got like the primaries and they've got all these like Super Tuesday and all the super delegates and all these things where there's multiple days where people are voting in order to get them to be the nominee, and then they're going to vote in a general election, and then there's loads of different
Sure,
shit.
I got lost on
I didn't understand it either. But apparently, playing in the primaries in order to become the front runner for the Republicans, it's easy to win with the right wing's xenophobic vote, but it's harder to win a general election with that. And Donald Trump is still going for that vote, and it seems like he might be starting to meet his match in the general election campaign, which is going to be coming up soon.
Right.
But
So who's voting for him so far? They're just mental people. Starting off with.
a lot of libertarians are voting for him.
Oh.
Because I reckon why libertarians are
Is it
voting for him.
because he's like fucking... Because he's the way he is? Because he's open and he's kind of anti-establishment and stuff like that? Seemingly.
Maybe.
That could well be what that fucking thing is, because I know... Well, we know libertarians.
Aye, but
We know they're anti-establishment a lot of the time.
anti-establishment to the point of fucking Donald Trump. Like, there's been
think-
libertarian and there's been fucking stupid.
There's also another argument as well that if you let Donald Trump in, the fucking system's going to collapse. Which I quite believe to be quite true. Because if you let that fucking idiot in, someone's going to fuck up.
There is also another argument that when George Bush was in, George Bush done certain things with deportation of immigrants and he got slaughtered for it.
Mhm.
But then Obama came in as the left-wing progressive first black president, all this, deported more people and not a word was said about it. So it seems that it's easier to change things if you've got a president that everybody hates.
Right.
So there's a lot of people saying that maybe you would get more shit done if it was a president like Donald Trump, because everybody would unanimously hate him. But Van Jones, who's a guy, Vas Jones, I can't remember what his actual name is, but he used to work inside the White House, has said that Obama was an exception because he was the first black president, and somebody like Trump would be quite happy with people trying to fight against him, because that keeps his name. He's not relying on the pension of the president.
No.
He's just there.
For a
It's
laugh.
like he's there for a laugh. Aye,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just. He doesn't seem to understand anything.
Jenky actually understands a lot of the policies that he's coming out with. Jenky really understands. He's getting
Has
told,
he
like-
actually came out with any actual?
Well, I didn't
policies?
ken. That's what I'm trying to say. Because a lot of the people, like, because
He never seems to talk about policies. He talks about single ideas, but never talks about like how to implement them.
Let's see for next week if we try and look at the policies he's got, or we try and find some. I would love to talk about that. That'd be quite funny. But the idea that that's going to happen just scares me to fucking death. But in a way, I kind of want to see it, just to watch the fucking the US government implode in itself.
I would love to see it, but didn't want it because of how close we are related to that.
Well, that's what I'm
country.
saying. There are people putting up the Mexican flags in his golf course and everything.
Aye,
recently.
that's what I was going to bring up
So
later.
he's going to bomb us first, like before he even thinks about Mexico.
He's coming straight for
He's
us.
going
like.
here. Fucking hell. So big up to whoever's doing that. That's fucking hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
Although there is no Mexicans here, so that probably makes it funnier. Actually, to be fair, there's no Mexicans in the UK at all.
Aye, so it's obviously just a white guy.
That's it. Just a
It's no
random,
Mexican.
ra- random fucking wee tam for Pitlochry just ran up with a Mexican flag. Where did he get it? Where do you get a Mexican
I
flag?
think you need to Google it. You need
You need
to
to
get it
put
from
eBay
Amazon.
it in and shit.
You need to get it
Fucking-
from Mexico.
fuck's sake.
So a white guy's just got on a plane to Mexico, bought a flag, probably bought a few, and then flew back in order to put flags at Donald Trump's
That's it.
golf course. That's
What-
actually what's happened, and
Aye.
I don't even care what you say because that is what happened.
That's how he done it. Definitely. What was the thing we were watching the other day? We were watching Jeremy Clarkson and James May
Talking about EU.
talking about the EU. That was fucking funny,
When
man.
he says Switzerland didn't matter.
Aye. But you could see like a slight smirk, and he gets.
But it was also true.
Exactly, because
Nobody cares about
who
Switzerland.
goes to Switzerland?
No.
Fucking hell.
Swiss people didn't even like Switzerland.
Holiday time, Switzerland. Fucking.
What's even in Swiss land?
Cheese,
Cheese and pen nice.
pen nice. Aye, totally. Aye, Swiss Army knife. Aye, there you go. Cheese and pen nice. Basically, pen nice are just made for cutting cheese.
There's no day chocolate as well.
Belgian chocolate.
Oh, Belgium.
Maybe Swiss chocolate, I reckon. I've never heard it though.
You probably get Scottish chocolate. I mean, it's shite, but
Scottish chocolate would be garbage. Utter garbage rubbish.
apparently they've invented a new chocolate that's 200 grams less of fat, but it's like twice as tasty, which is a weird thing to claim
bullshit.
because that's a subjective thing.
That's what vegans say.
Aye.
Well, there's 200% less flavour in this, but which makes it much more. They're like fucking.
And makes it much more dry, apparently.
Totally. They're like what do you call the people that are like dilute their drugs all the time? The fucking
Pussies.
No, the people that are like
13-year-olds.
the ones that like it like 1,000,000 to 1.
Oh, homeopaths.
Homeopaths, that's it. Vegans are like homeopaths. They say, well, the less flavour in it, and it's going to be, it's the more flavour you have.
Aye.
They're like homeopaths a lot of the time. I like vegans, I totally respect vegans because I can't do it. I
Aye.
totally respect them.
But your chocolate spread's pish.
I totally agree with that. Sorry, Samuel, but no, it's pretty awful.
It's got a weird bitter. It's more bitter.
Aye, that's it.
You need more sweetness in that, like.
Oh, fuck aye. Well, more chocolate in it. At some point,
What is it that makes it vegan?
Dairy.
What's taken out at that?
Dairy,
the dairy.
dairy, aye.
Dairy, aye.
I was thinking about this the other day.
So what do they use? Like powdered milk?
I think they could
Because it seems like dryness.
I think that's a kind of cheating way to do it
Flour.
because it's still milk. It's just dried, powdered stuff. Still
Flour.
milk.
It seems like it was done with flour.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I had a glass of milk and I was like, why am I drinking this? I can for a fact it's like basically it's for a cow to add nutrition to a younger cow's diet.
Aye.
Why am I fucking drinking it?
And it's a liquid. It's a liquid that doesn't quench your thirst.
Nah.
It's weird.
It's the driest,
It makes you dry.
It's as dry as a tin of tuna. It's
Aye.
fucking mental.
You drink it and you're just like,
Oh, you need a
you don't
drink
drink
after
your
it.
water now.
But
It's pointless.
so I was like, right, I could probably cut this out because I'm actually starting to get to the point now where it's getting kind of pointless. Then I was like, no, I like a bowl of cereal. And I was like, I like cheese. And I was like,
You get hair burn a lot, so you
Aye,
need to
and
drink
then I
milk.
was like, I didn't eat chocolate enough, so I wasn't worried about it for a second. I was like, but I do like a wee bit now and again, a wee bit of chocolate.
I mean, I can
And I
live
was
with
like,
chocolate.
and I've not had yogurt for a while, but I would hate to not have the choice of being able to have yogurt. So I can't get after
Well,
it.
in fairness, Samuel still eats bananas. So
What?
he said there was
Explain.
something about the trade of bananas that makes it immoral or something. I can't remember what it was he was talking about, but he still eats bananas, so he's got no place to judge.
Aye. Applicable.
If he eats bananas, I'm going to eat pigs.
There you go.
That's justified, partly.
I think the only way you can get around that is we spoke about this with Sean on our Air podcast.
Yeah.
The Sean Evans podcast. It was a while ago. I'll put a link up. Advertising again.
Underneath the t-shirt.
Aye. Or talking about kind of all this stuff, and like the only way that we could really get away with it is just admit that we're pretty fucking useless people, and we've no willpower. We can't wean ourselves off meat.
No. It's weird arguing against people. What I really hate is when people will totally claim that vegans are constantly trying to push their thing on you.
Aye.
But as soon as a vegan thing comes up, people will be going, oh, this pig is so tasty. There's no need to do that.
No.
You're just being a dick at that point.
It's the people that think vegans are the same as vapors.
Aye.
I hate that.
I've not got a problem with vapors. I don't understand.
I've not got a problem either. It used to be the same thing with people that wore skinny jeans.
It still is.
It's still
Grown
is.
men like, oh, you didn't dress properly. Yeah. That's
You're not-
gay as
you-
fuck.
You're not in the fashion.
You're
It's
not.
mental. They're actually more in fashion
Aye.
than what it is. So
It's the gayest thing I've
mental.
ever seen in my
It's
life.
fucking sadness, man. Well, with a man bun though, you have to hate that.
I reckon what's that?
You know how what a man bun is?
I presume it's like a
Guy
ponytail.
with like a tiny kind of ponytail like that, just sticks up like that. That wee ball in the back of your
I've
head.
seen that. Aye.
Aye.
It's called a man bun, is it?
These are people that we should hate, like the Mexicans and stuff.
Why?
We shouldn't be liking them because it's a man bun.
I fucking care. Look at my hair. Who am I going to judge?
But
I wear a hat for a reason. Do you think you get hats for man buns? Just a hat with a hole in the back.
probably, aye. I guaranteed you do.
Probably a snapback.
That's it. I bet people have actually made man bun hats though. They've actually started probably a
Well,
new
like a
trend.
skull cap and just...
Aye, with like a wee tiny man bun hole at the top.
We should
Awful.
kill those people.
So, next news story, man.
Next,
Michael Jackson.
Right. So, Radar Online have came up with this police report that at Neverland Ranch is, I think, what his big mental pedo playground is called.
Oh, yeah. He's holding
The
himself.
pedo
basically.
playground.
He's holding himself.
That they found a bunch of child pornography, gore, bestiality, S&M, and gay porn, even. Gay porn. Yuck. That's disgusting. So, the problem is that it's fake. But Huffington Post have shared it, the TYT network have shared it,
Young Turks.
the Guardian have shared it.
Fucking hell.
It is because they did get an official police report, but they also mixed in internet rumours, just all in the same bit, and every fucking body went for it.
Fuck's sake.
Total mainstream journalists have went for it, bought it, and they're now trying to justify the fact that they went for it.
Oh, they're like defending the
They're
article.
defending them.
Oh,
defending
no
it.
way, man. That's a horrible thing when
The
fucking...
prosecutors have said it's bullshit. Michael Jackson's estate have said it's bullshit. They
would, to be fair.
Well, they would die, but if it was there, he would have been convicted of child pornography,
definitely.
and it wasn't. And that's what people need to remember: is that this was 2003. It was found. He was charged in 2005. So if this happened, he would have been in prison for a very long time. But somebody's made the claim that he paid 22 million out of court settlements, and you didn't do that unless you're guilty, or you're on tour,
you're bored,
and you didn't want to go to court anymore. You just want it to be done, and you've got fucking get 100 or 200 million at that point.
I had to go to court as a witness, and I would have fucking paid a settlement so I didn't need to go. So imagine if you're getting called a fucking pedo for years and years.
And then
you're not
the
a pedo.
thing that annoyed me, I just said, well, why would so many people come forward? Because they paid the first guy 22 million.
Exactly, I would have fucking went in for...
I was thinking about it. Like, fucking...
Like, I've never been to Scotland. You're like, I have.
And it wasn't even the parents that were coming up with it most of the time, it was the fucking parents that were making their kids do it. Which is shit. A shit thing to do. People that have never met him have just fucking totally... I mean, if he was a pedo... I totally understand that he's a weird bastard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He is fucking weird. I didn't care about the gay porn or the S&M porn. Could not give a shit about that. I reckon if that's part of the trueness or part of the nonsense pish. But I didn't fucking care either way. The fact that was put in beside bestiality and gore porn is insane. I didn't care.
There was just the Cat Williams thing where he's like, don't you climb trees? No, motherfucker, I got bills and shit. It's fantastic. But he was like, he called him a pedo and everything like that as well.
I mean,
and people were offended that Cat Williams not sticking up for the black Michael Jackson.
I've called
Jackson
a pedo as well. I didn't actually think...
I just think he's a fucking...
I actually doubt...
He lost a lot of his childhood because his dad was a total fucking nub as well.
I actually think Michael Jackson was probably asexual. I think he had his childhood ripped from under him. He just became fucking weird and really wanted to protect kids. And he done things that were totally shouldn't have been done, but he didn't do it maliciously. He done it because he was fucking weird.
There was a story like he actually sat in the same bed as Macaulay Culkin.
Bedroom,
aye.
But Macaulay Culkin was like, but let's keep it in perspective here. His bedroom is a house.
Aye, totally, aye.
Like his bedroom had 2 floors.
Aye, aye.
I was on one floor, he was on the other floor. It's not like he was sleeping in my bedroom, like on the flare. It's a fucking house.
That's it. It's just it's insanity, man. People are strange, man.
I mean, I'm no, but I've got no. If he was a pedo, then I got no bother saying that he was a pedo. Couldn't give a fuck. I've got no horse in this race, but the fact that the tabloids just went straight with it without even checking the legitimacy is fucking... It's hilarious.
That's bad form,
You're thinking they're professional journalists and they're not even bothered.
Aye, that's bad form, man.
Aye.
I seen somebody sharing a thing today. Not to take away from the Michael Jackson story, obviously this isn't quite as big news, but there was a guy sharing. It was a way to use to get more out your petrol, basically, and it was some sort of hydrogen water mix thing. It was like the guy would get like I think it was baking powder, put it in a mix of water, and do some electrolysis, which is basically putting electrical wires into the water and making hydrogen out of that stuff.
Oh, well, fuck that.
Basically, I don't know how exactly the science works, but
Clearly.
it does not actually work.
Oh, does it not work?
No, this is the thing. It took me 10 seconds to find. I think it was I went through about 10 different articles, and they were all just bullshit. It was all just bullshit, and then I was like, right, cool. So the person that posted the article, I was like, look, listen to this, watch this. I was like, it's bullshit, doesn't it work? So didn't I try it, because you'll probably die. I was like, didn't I try it? And they just deleted my shit. They just deleted the links that I posted up to him to help him. So it was like,
He's
fuck
gonna
it.
fucking blow
I was
his
like, I
cell
just
up.
want to believe it. I just want to believe it, so I'm doing it.
Why would
That's
you
it.
want to... Putting electrical wires near water in any context. I mean, I saw
No.
somebody...
This is done beforehand, sort of thing.
Oh, right.
And it's I don't know exactly.
I mean,
how
I
it
saw somebody sharing the thing, you've probably seen it 100 times. Cannabis has been shown to cure cancer.
works. Oh yeah.
And B17 vitamin B17 has been shown to cure cancer. Both are banned by the FDA. I was like, you can smoke as much weed as you fucking want, I don't care, but B17 creates cyanide. Please don't consume vitamin B17. And it was just a like, and then nothing was ever said, and I was like, he didn't seem to care
No.
that I'd said that. He just wanted it to be air. He didn't want any to answer for it. Or
That's what happens a lot of the time, because people have got this thing in their head. They didn't really kind of challenge you with what you're saying. And I'm not asking for a challenge. I'm just saying, read this. That's it. I wasn't saying, fucking, you're wrong, you dick. I didn't even say
he
anything.
was
I just
worrying
put a link
though,
up.
and this is something that is going to pretty much show that I've got no loyalty to any political party. And that's like Tommy Sheridan has also shared that weed thing. I reckon if it was the B17 one, but it was something about weed being a cure for cancer. I reckon if it's actually just Tommy that runs that page, or if he's got somebody that runs it for him. But Tommy Sheridan page has shared that as well, which is slightly worrying. And that kind of when I voted for Solidarity in the May elections, one of the policies that I voted for them for was the nationalised pharma, because I believe that medicine shouldn't be put above people's profits. And so that was a good thing to me, is that nationalised nationalised pharma. But what also kind of worried me a wee bit is, if Tommy believes that cannabis cures cancer, what's going to be implemented with that nationalised pharma? Is it going to be legitimate pharma, or is it going to be alternative health pharma?
Like acupuncture and shit.
Aye, that was the thing that worried me.
Homeopathy. That would be fucking scary.
But I have enough faith in other Solidarity members that I would hope that they'd be like, come on now. Let's get some actual fucking medicine in this place now.
Is Tommy not supposed to be leaving now?
Aye, Tommy's
Is he still
no
doing
longer the co-convener. I think he's still part of Solidarity, but he's not the leader anymore.
Right,
I reckon who's the leader actually? I should have
Maybe his wife?
checked.
Is it maybe his wife?
Nah, it wouldn't be his wife.
Nah.
I think.
Fuck it, that is not. We'll go on to a tune, I think.
Aye, go on a tune.
That's cool. This is I won't find the name. This is a band called The Strangers Almanac from Dundee, with a track called The High Class Hooker and The Millionaire Whiskey Heir. This is a bit of a storytelling track, so it's a bit of a wee listener. It's quite good, man. Quite good. I'll keep using that fucking term. It's terrible. Enjoy.
When she was in her teens, she dreamed of being a motion picture queen like Betty Grable, maybe Marilyn Monroe. She'd spend her evenings in Virginia looking up at all the stars, using Father's telescope that he built before When she moved to California, she didn't have a clue that there were others too, all with one dream that won't come true. He was the son of someone's son, whose every whim would come undone by all the things to which he tried not to succumb. Living the high life in the south, standing spread by word of mouth, exquisite taste in every vice he never thought before he bought, and the tyrant to his living room, and drawing all his blinds, he took a sip from daddy's bottle before doing another line. But when he moved to California, he didn't have a clue that there were others too, all with one dream that won't come true. She charged $1,000 a night. She had to pay for all those transatlantic flights to please the powerful and rich. She found her number in a book. She told him touch, but never look. He wasn't used to playing quite by all the rules. And the tyrant to their hotel room with whiskey in their veins. She didn't know that this is where she soon would meet her grisly end. And when they moved to California, they didn't have a clue that there were others too, all with one dream that won't come true. Dream that won't come true. Dream that won't come.
That was the Stranger's Almanac with a track called The High Class Hooker and the Millionaire Whiskey Heir. Probably people are wondering why the fuck I put that kind of style of music
I'm
on.
wondering that.
No, I liked it. I listened to it earlier on. I think it was on a...
I actually liked it as well.
Oh, it was pretty nice, pretty nice. So,
It's cute.
Aye, it's cute. It's a nice wee bra story. Fantastic. What you got next, man?
So, Turkey are starting talks next week with the EU in order to try and become a member state of the EU.
Mhm.
The week after the referendum.
Jesus Christ.
It's amazing. But the problem is that it could still take them like a decade to join the EU. It's not as if because of these meetings happening next week that they're going to be a member state next week.
Mhm.
These negotiations could take fucking years.
Had they never tried to
Aye.
apply before?
There was meant to be a deal made a while ago, I think it was May, that by June they would have visa-free travel in the Schengen area, which is all the member states that allow visa-free travel
Mhm.
in their open borders, which does not include the UK and Ireland.
Right.
But there has been a thing going about Facebook that says you should vote leave because the Turkey immigrant Muslim cunts are going to get visa-free travel throughout the EU, and then they're going to invade the UK and bum rape us all, and they're going to claim all our benefits, so there's going to be no benefits left for us, and they're going to eat all our Scotch fucking eggs, and they're going to kill the Queen.
And
And
it's basically bullshit.
just a
Isn't it?
fucking nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. That deal, that they did have a deal to get visa-free travel in Schengen area, but it doesn't include the UK and Ireland, first of all. And second of all, they were denied that deal on the 15th of June because they were told they would get it if they sorted some fucking issues with their country, which included their terror legislation, their border legislation, and their human rights issues. They fixed fucking nothing, so they didn't get the deal. And this is why they'll probably not be a member state of the EU for fucking years.
Oh, it must take a
This
while.
is one of the very few areas where David Cameron has been accurate.
Oh,
During
didn't see
his-
that.
During his Remain campaign, he's been fighting this myth for ages that the Brexit campaign have been pushing that, oh, Turkey's going to join and then we're going to need to fucking let those fucking Muslim Turks in. Oh, nightmare. But he's been like, it's not going to happen for fucking years. And people were still pushing him like, aye, but if it does happen, will you veto it? And he's like, it's not going to happen. And then they put it in the media that he's scared to answer whether he'd veto it.
Oh,
And it's
Jesus,
like,
right,
he's making a point. There's not going to happen, and it's not going to happen because Turks are shite. No offence to any Turks, but the Turkey is rubbish, you know, and they're not going to get in the EU probably for ages.
It's one of the things that you'd think with fucking times moving on that people would change their ways, but it's too hard for people today.
It's
They're
hard
so
to
used to-
shift political policies so far to the right to so far to the left. I mean, getting rid of human rights, adding human rights is a big shift for people. It's sometimes hard to accept that people deserve to be equal to each other and then be dicks to each other.
It makes absolute sense to us, but for some reason, some places
They're
just
so used to just being like, oh, fuck faggots, let's just kill them in the face.
Uh,
It's so easy for them to do that because they're used to doing that. It's hard to just not do that.
it's amazing how your idiots go to holiday on Turkey, isn't it?
Aye.
That's amazing. It's a broad country. It's
I'm
broad.
sure,
like.
I'm sure it is a bra.
Oh,
It's bra if you're visiting for 2 weeks.
totally.
It's not a bra if you're staying there.
You're not gay.
You're not gay, aye.
I've not had any gay guys going to Turkey, to be fair.
Well, they can be, don't they?
That's it. The gays are just up to date with other places that,
Aye.
that didn't accept them.
There was a call made out that in the event of Donald Trump being elected, that gay people shouldn't travel to the US. That was by the UK government, told gay people to not travel to the
Aye.
US.
Fucking hell. Is that an official thing?
Aye.
Jesus Christ. Mental.
Or it was to certain states in the US.
Right.
Probably. Because a gay guy turning up to San Francisco is going to be totally fine.
Totally. Woo!
Aye.
Party.
So I would presume it's probably just certain states in the
couple of
US.
Bacardi Beers in the back pocket.
Aye.
Ready to go, party time. Whoop whoop.
Oh,
Fantastic.
I'd love that. Maybe I'm gay. I reckon.
That's it. As much as I make jokes about gay guys hating Bacardi Beers, it's just...
You didn't think they should be killed?
No. Not at all. Not at all. What was the next one? What was your next story?
Is that story finished then?
Alright. So
Sorry.
there's not much to talk about. It's like, it's a...
It was mere the fact that people were putting out this fucking myth that's annoyed me. It just made me want to talk about it because I did dispel a myth yesterday. I quite enjoyed doing that. So, the British Medical Association is voting, I think it was either today or yesterday, to vote in order for patients to plan to see specialists without needing to go through their GP. Right now, if you have depression or anxiety or schizophrenia or the only three mental illnesses I can about, you need to go to a GP before you get seen by a mental health expert.
Right.
And they're trying to cut that because there's no need for you to fucking go and see the GP first. You know what's wrong with you, you're mentally ill. You don't need a GP, you need a psychiatrist.
You know, see, I think you're probably better to go to the GP first to get a kind of proper check first.
I think if you're schizophrenic you probably can. Maybe for depression and stuff.
But some people are in fucking denial with a lot of this stuff a lot of the time.
Why would they be going to the doctor?
Somebody sends them to the doctor, maybe.
Well, aye, that's still going to be the case.
Aye.
But if you can, that you didn't need a GP, you need a specific thing. Like, say you've already been to see a psychiatrist with your depression, and then you stop seeing them, then you have to go back to the GP when you want to start seeing them again.
Oh, that's a
to
fucking...
get this
that's a
set up
fucking bit,
again.
aye, totally.
So they're saying that apparently about 30% of GP appointments could be totally disregarded because they're not needed, is just to get the GP to phone an Heir doctor.
So that's quite a good thing then. That's pretty cool. When's that coming into fruition?
I reckon when it's coming in, I think they're voting for it either today or yesterday.
Right. Is that just in Scotland or UK wide? Or?
I think it'll be UK wide. It's the British Medical Association, so it'll probably be UK wide. But right now they're saying that it sometimes takes 2 weeks to see a GP, and then beyond that you're waiting another 2 weeks to see a specialist. If you're waiting for physiotherapy or something, you have to wait 4 weeks before you get to start physiotherapy, which is bullshit.
Oh, that's quite a long
Up here it's a bit different because we stay in a rural area where there are doctors.
That's
so,
it.
But
it's still just as hard to get to see a GP.
Like getting mental health up here is fucking ridiculous. Like a year waiting time.
There's like 10 people in Kennedy, but it's still hard to fucking see a doctor. It's ridiculous.
That's because there's only one therapist in Fife.
Oh yeah.
I think that's true, but
that's probably pretty true. Like,
probably pretty
there's like one doctor in Fife, and there's like 16 people altogether. It's including us and my mum.
Totally,
it's mental. It's so wee, man. I was sitting thinking the other day. Maybe we'll try to get like better internet for doing this for live streaming and stuff. And then I was like, surely we can get like broadband, like the fibre optic stuff. But it's available just up the road. But because we live next to direct fields, like actual farming areas, we didn't get it.
They literally couldn't have just put a tiny wee bit more.
There's probably a bit more to it like, than just put
no, there isn't. Like you just put it.
But it's just how insignificant the place is. And I made a joke that fucking Kennedy isn't an actual place; it's a non-profit organisation all the time. So if anybody gets that, well done.
Pretty accurate. Well done.
It's pretty accurate.
Well done to you.
Cheers very much.
Fucking massive genius.
I was expecting laughter, but well.
No, you're not getting laughed like.
Just because it was an accuracy that I was coming at rather than a joke.
Well, it's accurate. You get respect for that. You got a hand. You got a round of applause.
I totally thought you were going to see someone else, but
hand job.
I totally thought you were going to see that. But it's quite good, I suppose. If you're coming at accuracies, you get a wee hand job when you're done. Fair enough.
I'd be much more intelligent.
Like really.
I'd ken what aphrodisiac was.
There you go. Fantastic. Right, next story, bitch.
Final story.
And finally,
last but not least, Steve Allen.
Faggot.
Twitter trolls are reporting pro-LGBT Muslims to the government in Kuwait.
Yeah. So this causes a lot of death.
So, if you're pro-LGBT in Kuwait because they have Sharia law, that's considered blasphemy. Mm-hmm. And the punishment for blasphemy in Kuwait is death.
Death, aye.
So this isn't trolling, is it?
No.
This is getting people fucking killed.
This is terrorism.
Aye.
Unfortunately.
These are probably, the thing that annoys me is these are probably atheists that are doing this. Probably atheists try to prove a point that Islam is stupid. And so by proving that, they're getting innocent Muslims killed. Mm-hmm. Innocent liberal Muslims as well, not even the right hard conservative Muslims that are for killing gays. They're getting the liberal ones that didn't want to kill gays killed. Jesus they're Christ. Totally fighting against their own fucking thing.
That's the thing, atheists are supposed to be these fucking nice people.
Aye.
This is because we're supposed to be, because we're not kind of directed towards religion.
No.
We're supposed to be kind of free of mind and nicer in that sense. But you do get atheists that are absolute cunts.
My thing is that I don't necessarily like Islam.
No.
But I don't necessarily dislike Muslims.
No.
I don't see them.
Stupid.
I don't see them as the same thing. I see, because this might actually be offensive to Muslims that I think this, because it then makes the assumption that a lot of Muslims didn't follow Islam.
Let's put this into
They didn't.
Let's put this into context. There's a lot of Christians that didn't follow fucking Christianity.
No.
There's a lot of fucking Catholics that are not Catholics properly. They didn't do all the stuff that they're supposed to do.
Aye.
Didn't get me to go into it. I have no idea, but. And we fucking know for a fact there's a lot of Muslims, I can Muslims personally, that drink a lot of the time. And fucking smoke weed.
I've drank with them.
Exactly.
They've been pissed out their nuts.
Exactly. And shagging all the time.
Aye.
Constantly. Should I go into this?
Didn't mention names.
No, I'm not going to mention names. I personally ken underage lassies through doing youth work that have been pumping Muslim shop owners and fucking all that kind of stuff, because they just meet these guys and they're proper horny bastards a lot of the time. And I can personally underage lasses that have pumped some Muslim dudes.
Aye.
So fucking,
So
and it
Muslims
happens a
aren't
fucking lot as well.
This idea that Muslims are fucking perfect people
No.
because Islam is which isn't it, by the way.
No.
Just quick point that Islam claims that all creatures come in twos, but forget to mention hermaphrodites. Just a quick thing to prove that Islam isn't perfect.
Right, there you go.
And it's just this idea that a Muslim needs to be this perfect saint, and they're fucking not.
No.
They're just as dark humoured. They're just as fucking irreverent as we are. They're immature. They're fucking cunts just like we are. They're not special people.
It's just it's a human thing.
It's like,
Unfortunately,
aye, they're
It's
fucking
human error.
humans.
Unfortunately,
Aye,
human
they're
error.
humans.
It's the thing we talk about a lot is human error.
Aye.
That's one of the things that we just expect when we talk about Christians or we talk about Catholics and Muslims. Obviously, when we talk about them, we kind of put them in that box of like they all must follow this fucking thing
Aye.
to the book, to the word a lot of the time, but a lot of them didn't.
The problem I've had is that speaking against Islam, I've had the right wing claim that I'm on their side, and then as they speak about Muslims, I'm arguing against them. Because they want to argue against Muslims, I want to argue against Islam. It's two different things, and they get conflated very often, which makes the debate very fucking difficult to have.
It's annoying when somebody like a right wing person gets right up with you. He's like, I'm with you against the Muslims.
I hate the Pakis as well. Like,
He's like,
no.
I never said that. That's not what I said.
I quite like the Pakis, to be honest.
That's it.
I got on alright with them.
It's ridiculousness. I fucking hate people like that, man. It's so stupid. So I thought that was a good point to put across, though, the guys that are out pumping the underage lasses a lot of the time. It's
Totally.
fucking good point.
That's not to say that some...
Obviously, not everybody does it. That's just some of the younger ones that are...
I totally 100% believe that there's Muslims that are homophobic purely because they've been taught that homophobia is the way to go. It's a fucking ancient religion.
Same with some non-religious people.
Aye.
We forget about that as well. There's loads of non-religious would be here fucking that hate black people, that hate fucking gays.
Aye.
We ken a bunch of them as well, which is fucking...
I didn't understand the reasoning.
No.
I've got no idea what the secular reason to hate transgender people and homosexual people is.
Just because they didn't like the idea.
But it's just...
it's
yeah, it's different. Yeah, yuck.
It's
fucking
different. It's mental.
Aye. Some Muslims are dicks, some are awesome people. Islam, not a big fan of it. Christianity, not a big fan of it. But again, some of the Christians are pretty cool, some are dicks.
That's it.
There's a difference between Islam and Muslims.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed you put your phone down there because we're coming up to the segment I like to call, and I always struggle with this fucking button. The segment I like to call... What the fuck? I'm getting better at this button pushing, by the way. I'm getting a lot better. So, we'll start that again. So, the segment is called... What the fuck? You're ready to go, man.
I've done a lot of speaking in this episode. You've done very little speaking.
I've done loads of speaking. We were fucking speaking loads there.
Well, aye.
You're just looking for a reason just to bone.
Aye.
Idiot.
But this is another EU thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some of local councillors and MSPs have fried my fucking cunt lately. This EU referendum has been so fucking draining on my soul.
It's been pretty boring, a lot of this stuff.
I didn't even vote
at
this point. I was so sure that I was going to vote Remain. No, wasn't it? I was so sure that I was going to vote Leave, and then I was like, I didn't fucking like anybody on the Leave campaign. And when I vote for Lexit, no one fucking cares about Lexit.
It doesn't even come into fruition as well. Like when you talk about leaving, you're talking about the Lexit style of leaving.
Aye.
But then you're just voting Leave.
Aye.
It doesn't get talked about. So obviously you mean Brexit then, because it's the big thing in the news.
And then at this point, the SNP, whatever they say is what people are going to fucking vote for. Mm-hmm. So Scotland is obviously going to vote to stay in the EU. There's no fucking point in us even trying to vote against it. I mean, I know that's a defeatist attitude and people are going to be upset about that. But it's just...
Me, that annoys me.
You didn't vote either.
Okay.
But it's just that there was no fucking point. There was no fucking point whatsoever in this whole campaign. It was just rushed through so that David Cameron could sit on his fucking stupid face, which is on his arse. For some reason, I don't understand, but David Cameron's a prick. That's pretty much what I'm getting at.
There you go.
And the SNP have been putting forward this fucking dumb idea that if you vote to remain, because England are quite clearly going to vote to leave, that we'll get a second independence referendum. It's not even the case. It's not. Nicola Sturgeon literally said that, this is paraphrasing, but she literally was saying this type of thing, that if we vote to stay in and then England vote to leave, there will be an argument to be made for another referendum.
Yeah.
A fucking argument to be made. That is not a definite fucking
So the
argument
media
for
does,
independence.
unfortunately, grab the fucking... the context
But
of words
fucking
and change it.
MSPs of Jenny Gilruth fucking says that as well. If you want another independent referendum, vote Remain. Fucking Neil Hanvey said that as well.
I've also seen a lot of kind of few like volunteers that work for volunteer for the SNP, and they're absolutely just towing their line. Just basically whatever is put forward for the SNP, they're just kind of following on and just.
It's
kinda,
fucking baseless.
But because the people that I'm talking about have no kind of idea what they want to do a lot of the time. It seems like they're just kind of towing that line, and that's their only opinion, is what they've been told to be opinionated about a lot of the time. It's quite hard to watch.
I can't mind exactly the words that Neil Hanvey said to me, but we had a sort of a wee bit of a back and forth on thing where he said that he didn't really mind, he was just voting yes because he was voting Remain because he wanted this thing. I'm like, you're a fucking councillor. You're meant to... I mean, I can he's not a politician. He's not an MP, he's not an MSP. He doesn't need to be in line with it, but like, you're an official person. You should be working more closely with reality here. Like, it's not a guaranteed thing. And then what are they going to do if the rest of the UK votes to Remain as well?
Nothing, because they've no thought about
They've
that.
no fucking thought about that.
The whole campaign side of things, I've never heard that a real kind of hearty, compelling argument. Like for the independence referendum, I was fucking on board. People were fucking proper passionate about everything, and they had fucking brilliant arguments a lot of the time. So that got me to vote yes. This one,
Aye. It's been shite. Both fucking ends have been pished.
there was a lot of ranting for a lot of people as well, rather than kind of concentrating on facts and figures and stuff. Just people kind of making their own wee arguments for certain things rather than sort of telling you the facts, basically.
And then
there's a lot of uncertainty as well with this as well.
there was uncertainty with the independence referendum as well.
I know, obviously, but the arguments were compelling enough. With this, there's so much uncertainty. There's always kind of, this might happen, this could happen sort of thing.
Aye.
Like with the independence referendum, there was like, right, we could basically do this and kind of with certain things. But there was sort of, with this, there's no really anything like that a lot of the time. I didn't feel it.
It's because the campaign hasn't been long enough. And here's another reason I'm no fucking bothered about this second independent referendum. We've left it too late.
It's been
People are fucking bored about bored of this independence pish. They've the best chance we had to win would have been about 2 weeks after the independence was lost.
I even spoke to a bunch of people that were like, shit, I wish I'd actually voted yes now.
But you speak to people, there's fucking people that were strong yes supporters, total apathetic to that cause now. They're just fucking bored. You've lost that chance, unfortunately. The only thing you could do now is just accept the fact that you've lost. For now, keep talking about it, but accept the fact that you've lost. Then you try and push for another independent referendum, because you're going to lose it. And get people interested again. And then get another referendum date set in a few years. Maybe 5 years' time. Get people a wee bit more interested first. And then slowly show them the evidence and have another fucking 8 or 9 month campaign again, like last time, so that they're getting to the point where they're almost bored of it, and that's when you've got most of the people going to vote yes, and then that's the only way you're going to be able to come independent. But
and then they've got obviously the chance that they didn't have last time to talk about what happened this time.
Aye,
so that'll be fantastic.
but if you forced another independent referendum right now, you've fucking wasted it.
Totally, man.
Totally wasted it.
Exactly. Right, well, that's about the end, man. Fucking, we're on the dot again.
Because I'm fucking
That's
fantastic.
disgusting.
Anybody
On the fucking
chatting?
dot.
Not nobody chatting.
Not any chat this week, man. No
Fucking boring bastards. We moved to
chat. It's
7
maybe us that are boring, to be fair.
We moved to 7 o'clock specifically so that you cunts weren't at work.
It's one of the things, man. Unfortunately, we can change it back at some point.
No. Maybe it's because we changed that folk have
Maybe
you know,
it
realised.
could well be. But anyway, that's been the podcast there, the BTN News episode 8. Thanks for anybody that tuned in, and thanks for anybody that's listening later. Obviously, if you're listening later, you'll have the chance to view all the links we're talking about. These
Including
guys,
the t-shirt.
including the t-shirt. plug. So, aye, fantastic. This is a tune from a band from a good friend of mine, Shawnee D. It's a track called Jailbait. We'll catch you next week at 7 o'clock. Peace.